in a multivariable course, we start with defining curl in two dimension as partial of f2 with respect to x minus partial of f1 with respect to y. That quantity times k. So it's a vector, and the magnitude of the vector is the absolute value of that, the two terms with partials. Now, typically we use the analogy of an infinitesimal boat in a stream. So as stream goes, the infinitesimal boat is affected by the stream. Imagine this infinitesimal boat is anchored. What does stream do to the boat? The stream is going to spin the boat. It's not going to move it because it's anchored. It's going to spin it around. In this case, I can see that the boat is turning counterclockwise. Now, to understand the magnitude of the curl that we defined, how that affects the boat, let's break down this vector field of the stream into two components. Its vertical components and its horizontal components. In this case, you can see that the vertical components of the same vector field are getting bigger and bigger in a positive direction, bigger, as x increasing as you go from left to right. That is, the partial of f2 with respect to x is positive. And you can tell that the boat is getting affected more and more on this side, and so the rotation of the boat is counterclockwise. And that is, again, infinitesimal boat in the stream when partial of f2 with respect to x is bigger than 0 is affected by f2 in a way that it spins it counterclockwise. Now let's look at f1. When we're looking at the horizontal component of the same vector field, the original vector field, if the horizontal components are increasing as y is increasing, it actually pushes the boat. Look, this side is pushing the boat clockwise. So the boat under f1, if partial f1 with respect to y is positive, both spins clockwise. And therefore, I can say if negative partial f1 with respect to y is a positive value, the boat should spin counterclockwise. Now let's put these together. F2 affects the boat if its partial with respect to x is bigger than 0, counterclockwise rotation, otherwise clockwise rotation. F1 with respect to y is going to be clockwise rotation, and it's negative if it's bigger than 0, minus partial of f1 with respect to y if it's bigger than 0, then it's going to have counterclockwise. Put the two of them together, that tells you how the entire vector field is affecting the infinitesimal boat, and it explains the curl.